Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Noel, and welcome if you're new. We are back with another episode of the K-pop Idol series. We are here with Visual Line. As you can see, they're all dressed very differently now because they have already finished their promotions for their album. But one of the members, where is she? Where are you going? You're gonna get water. No water. Wait a second. Alright, so we're here with Minju Jung. She is a part of 4X, and obviously she is a part of Visual Line. But during this promotion, she was asked to do a photo shoot for a magazine. She's being praised for her visuals and just for her aura and her whole look. In the group that she is in, the concept is very different than the way she looks. She has a very soft, delicate, and just very pretty, kind of princess-like appearance, and the group that she's in is very much the opposite of that concept. So a lot of the times her looks are kind of overseen because of the styling and the makeup and stuff. It kind of hinders her natural beauty, so she tends not to stand out as much. But if you guys checked out the most recent short I did, I let ChatGPT rank the visuals of my game according to Korean beauty standard, of course, not ranking them on beauty, just who fits the beauty standard the most. And Minju here was actually number 2, which means that she is the number 1 visual in Feng Entertainment, because the number 1 girl was Nanami Ito from Ito Entertainment. So that would make her the top visual at her company. Anyways, like I was saying, Minju here is getting a lot of attention because of her looks, especially after that video. The whole K-pop scene is just kind of feeling like crap for sleeping on her and the way she looks. But this magazine and photo shoot is really big for not only her but also her group. Again, I said she was in a group called 4X, and the last comeback they had was a full album after they were kind of in the dungeon for quite some time. I'll actually have her call her members over. We're gonna hang out with Minju for a little bit. Then we're gonna go to Nanami Ito and Ito Entertainment because she's having a solo debut. And then you guys, we're gonna meet Liberty's baby. She's gonna give birth in this episode, and it's gonna be so sweet but also bittersweet. You know, Sunjin isn't alive to see his baby be born, and it's kind of sad. So her member is here, Bomi, and she's hanging out with the girls of Visual Line. What is going on with this place? It's so disgusting today. I've never seen Feng Entertainment. Look at this floating thing. Like, what is going on? All right, let me just clean up a little bit here. Let's delete that. Let's delete whatever this is, just floating there. And these paparazzis are literally pissing me off. Maybe we'll have all the girls come over here where nobody can go, and then I'll have one of the other girls from Visual Line also go here together. How about you guys dance together? Turn on. Let's listen to S-pop, and let's all just dance together. Where the hell are you? Oh, okay. They're all the way down here. All right, so I think that what I'm gonna do is head over really quick to Nanami Ito because we're going to help her with her solo debut, and then we'll come back with Minju here because Lily might want to talk to her about some possibilities of her also having a solo debut in the near future. The girls just finished promoting with Visual Line. Vanessa is done promoting with Visual Line as well as with Plumbite for the time being. So I'm thinking that if not in this episode, in the next episode we will have Vanessa go back into some acting and things like that. I also have a couple storylines involving Dawn coming up with her. And then also we have Reina here, who is actually going to be getting married to the king of Tartosa. He's currently the prince, but he's going to become the king. So maybe in the next episode we'll do that. We'll have Reina get married and Vanessa go and pursue a little bit more acting. But in this episode, like I said, I want to focus on Minju here, who is making a drink. But we'll get back to her in a little bit, and I'm going to head over to Mount Komorebi so we can see Nanami's solo debut. Alright guys, so we're here at Ito Entertainment with Nanami Ito, and she is practicing for her solo debut. Now, as you know, Cosmic Rush is currently on a hiatus due to Sunjin's death, as well as Next Gen, but Ito Entertainment just debuted a new group called Crimson Kiss, and they wanted to allow Nanami to have a solo debut. Now, there is a bit of controversy because the photos of Nanami wearing this outfit have been used for promotions all over San Myshuno and those big like poster thingies that you see all around the world that are kind of just everywhere. And a lot of people don't know that she has aged up to a young adult. Now, when Cosmic Rush first debuted, she was just a teenager. So obviously people were very concerned when they saw photos of her wearing this top. And as you can see, her dance is also a little bit more sexier than a teen would obviously do. But there's also a lot of call of hypocrisy from other fandoms saying that she was wearing mini skirts and high heels and inappropriate stuff when she was a teen anyways. So they just think that a lot of fans are just literally trying to be mad just for the sake of being mad, which can be true a lot of the time. If you're a K-pop fan, you know that tends to be the case. Now, another thing is Nanami actually got first place in the visual ranking that I did on my YouTube short, which was pretty much I told ChatGPT to rank my K-pop visuals in my game according to Korean beauty standards, and ChatGPT, not he, and my ChatGPT is a he, but pretty much he chose Nanami Ito as the #1 visual, saying that she has a very doll-like appearance, which I agree. Now, I think her other outfit definitely fits more of her actual look. I'll show it to you. It still has the same top, but all right, she's gonna go talk to her dad. I'll show you her outfit in a second, but those photos are also kind of all over the world, so I'll probably put one of those things up actually around here just so we can have it. But she's over here gonna talk to her dad. I'm sure he's really proud. He's like, I'm really glad that the surgeon we chose has made you not only the #1 visual in our company, but the #1 visual in general. But this is her little look. It's very cute. It's also the same top, but again, she is a young adult now. She's a full-blown adult, so she's kind of just enjoying just kind of having the freedom of being a grown adult. I'll put some photos up of her promotions, and one of them actually, she's sticking up the middle finger, which is so hilarious, but it's kind of like an FU to how you think I should dress or how you think I should be. I'm an adult, I'm gonna do whatever I want. But girl, you need to get back in here and practice because these people are going nuts, and the last thing we need is just you making people faint because you're around here. Okay, let's get inside and get working on your album. I think we haven't even produced it yet, did we? Cosmic Rush second album. Okay, no, we didn't actually. So I'm gonna actually have her come over here and we're gonna start working on her album so that we can release it. Because at this point, she's been promoting that an album is going to be coming out, but we haven't actually done anything to create the album. So, but it's also pretty crazy that she's getting a solo debut. It's another form of nepotism because she in the group is only a lead dancer, sub-vocalist, and visual. Like her singing is kind of the least in the group. Like she gets the least lines for singing, as well as just her singing technique is the weakest compared to, you know, other members. Like Naan, for example, she got 3rd place in the visual ranking, but she's not the daughter of the Ito family. However, she is the main vocalist of this group, so her not getting a solo debut first is kind of crazy. And the nepotism in this family is being shown very much clearly due to her getting a solo debut first and the rest of her members being put on a hiatus because, you know, it just kind of messed up. But we're gonna have her burn this track and I'm gonna see what quality. So it is in outstanding quality, which is very surprising again because, like I said, she is a sub-vocalist, but her media production skill is really high. And I'm gonna pause this real quick. I'm gonna go to my ChatGPT real quick and we're gonna get a name for her album. All right, so this is the title is gonna be called Nana. It's the Nanami Ito solo debut mini album, and her album is just gonna be called Nana. The title track is called Glass Heart. Her second song is Midnight Tokyo. The third is The Flowers Bloom, and the fourth song is Echo Chamber. Now I know you're trying to go outside, girl, but you need to come over here and freaking release this album so you can go perform your debut debut. Now again, like I said, there is going to be a lot of controversy due to the nepotism, due to her outfit. Again, a lot of people weren't aware that her birthday had just passed and that she has aged up to a young adult. So Ito Entertainment is getting a lot of crap due to inappropriate clothes, due to nepotism, due to all this stuff, as well as them abruptly debuting a new girl group without even really kind of promoting that they were even gonna have a girl group is a little crazy. Ito Entertainment at the moment is doing a lot of questionable things that I don't know how well is gonna do for their company, you know. But I am going to have Nanami head over to the Sanmai Shuno music show so that she could perform her solo debut, and hopefully this will be good for the company and they can kind of get back in the good graces of the public eye. Alright, so she just took these photos with her little poster. I wasn't recording my audio like usual. I'm a freaking idiot. But like I said, or I was saying, she was having an amazing solo debut. Her performance at the Sanmai Shuno music show was amazing, absolutely amazing. And she's just here in Sanmai Shuno kind of celebrating. I just took some pictures of her in front of her poster that just popped up on here. I'll pop up those pictures right now. But she's just here with this paparazzi who's just pretty much just giving her all the attention she could absolutely want. But I am going to have her head home and then we're going to head over back to Minju to see what is up next with her career. Alright, so we are here at Feng Entertainment and Minju just had a meeting with Lily and she's a little bit conflicted. She's definitely excited at the opportunity to do more than what she's been doing, but she also kind of feels bad. Her members only get the opportunity to promote with 4X, whereas Minju has gotten the opportunity to perform with 4X and Visual Line as well. Now the thing is, Lily really wants to profit out of Minju's whole appearance. Obviously, she is the #1 visual in this company, so she wants to use her for photo shoots, ad campaigns, CFs, things like that. But Minju is obviously wants to do it because, you know, this is what her whole career has been leading up to. But her company, which is Lily, she is offering her the opportunity to have a solo debut. Again, this is all about competition. Nanami Ito, the #1 visual of Ito's Entertainment company, just had a solo debut. So Lily's thinking about cashing in on Minju here and having her have a solo debut. Now the question is, what is the problem with that? The problem with that is that Minju is only a sub-vocalist and a sub-rapper. Okay, she's not, her skill level according to anyone is that she's on the lower spectrum of all that stuff. I'm gonna have her come here and order a drink because let's have her get a vodka soda. I'm gonna have her go over there and order a drink. It is past midnight, it's already 1 a.m. and she was up all night just talking with Lily and just kind of thinking about what to do and if she should do this, and if she does do it, is she gonna get a lot of crap from fans that think the same thing? Why is a sub-vocalist in a group getting a solo debut before any of the other members? Again, pretty privilege, whatever you want to call it. But speaking of pretty privileged, Nanami is actually here. It's so funny because this is Feng Entertainment, but it technically is a nightclub lot, so that's why a lot of simps that shouldn't be coming here end up coming. But I'm gonna go over here and I don't know if they're friends. I don't think they know each other, do they? No, they don't. But I'm gonna come over here. I wish there was a way to like congratulate her. Let's say for storyline purposes that Minju is coming over and she's like, hey girl, I saw that you had a solo debut. I saw it on the Sanmai Shuno music show. That's so awesome, congratulations. But maybe they should become friends. I'm gonna see. It doesn't say that I need to introduce myself or anything, so I'm just gonna see if I can just kind of talk to her a little bit. I think that both of them definitely know the pressures that they feel, especially both being the number one visuals of their company. Nanami is getting accusations of nepotism, whereas Minju here is getting accusations of straight on just pretty privilege. So it seems like their relationship is going up pretty quickly. That's pretty cool. How about we have a deep conversation? Let's say that she's like, hey, you know, after that whole ranking video came out, I was offered to have a solo debut myself, but I don't know how the world is going to look at that. And I think that Nanami is just like, honestly, girl, like, who gives a crap what people think? At the end of the day, we're doing what we love to do. We're making our bag, and we're, you know, making money for the company that we signed a contract with. Who is this? No, we don't want to talk to you. Actually, that's so funny. I wanted to talk about that, is that Visual Line had a comeback, but I never actually released the albums. So I actually went and had all the girls of Visual Line released their album. So it was called Bloom in Glass, a Visual Line second mini album, and this is the tracks in the album. You guys can pause real quick if you want to see that. But yeah, I had them all release that because I had forgotten to do that in the last episode. But their music is out. None of these toilets are available for me to use right now. She has to go pee, but it will make the toilet break if I freaking do that. This place is such a shit show because it is a nightclub lot. These freaking random Sims end up showing up. No. Ugh. I didn't ask her to do that. She did that on her own. It's gonna go everywhere. She's gonna be embarrassed. This sucks. These Sims all suck, honestly. All right, hurry up, girl. You taking a dump? Like, come on, speed it up. Is Nanami still over here? She's like, why is she taking so long? That is so funny. But yeah, I'm gonna let her do her thing, and I'm going to head over to Liberty because she's gonna have her baby in this episode. And the next episode, like I said, we'll see Vanessa. Oh, that's so gross. Ugh. All right, like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, in the next episode we'll see Vanessa do more acting. We will also see if Minju is gonna take up that offer and do a solo debut, and we'll also see what's gonna happen with everyone else. But right now we're gonna head over to Liberty, and her water's gonna break at 5 a.m. So let's get the hell out of here. All right, so we're here with Liberty, who is just relaxing here at home. And she is in labor. Yeah, she is straight up in labor. You're not gonna go on the computer, girl. You gotta go have a freaking baby. Yeah, I know you don't want a new boo. Oh, poor thing still shows up to attend grief counseling, but we're gonna head over to the hospital. Okay, let's go over to the hospital. Let's join you. And oh, it allows you to bring someone to the hospital. Okay, this is really the crazy question. Does Sunjin show up as a ghost on here or no? I don't think so. No, poor thing doesn't show up. All right, the truth is Sunjin really is gone. Like straight up gone. Now, who do I think she would actually call? She's obviously closest to the Plumbite girls. She's trained with them for a really long time and debuted with them, and obviously she loves her Cosmic Rush members, absolutely. But I'm gonna have her go with one of the girls from Plumbite, and I think she would call Alice because Alice is the only other mother that she knows. So I'm gonna have her ask Alice to come with her to the hospital. Now we know how buggy this game is, so hopefully Alice actually hangs out with us and just doesn't leave us. But I'm just gonna have her do it for the storyline purposes. If she disappears, whatever. But for the storyline purposes, we're gonna say that Alice came and was there to kind of hold her hand and be there to help her give birth. All right, so we're at the hospital. Alice did show up. I think I'm gonna give her a hug and be like, oh, bitch, this hurts. Like, this shit sucks. I can't believe I did that. Oh, and where is she? Just like I imagined what happened, she disappeared. Alice straight up disappeared. Alice is like, bitch, I love you, but it is too early. It's 4 in the morning. I gotta go. All right, so let's have her check in with this lady, right? Check in at front desk. All right, again, we're gonna say for storyline purposes that Alice did come to pretty much support her. All right, can I go to just one of these machines and have the baby? I want to check in. And this freaking assistant lady is coming over here, freaking out because I'm a celebrity. I want to check into the thing, girl. Where are you, Liberty? No, get off the damn computer, dude. This game, I swear to God. I need this bitch to hurry up and sit down so that I can check into the freaking thing. Yes, check in front desk. Oh, look at you. You put your hair back and got all dressed up to be in the hospital. That's so cute. All right, well, hopefully they'll give you a room and you'll have the baby, because right here, this doctor actually is the king of Tartosa, who will soon be not the king. His son will be the king, and his son is going to be marrying Reina from Prime. So we'll see that in the next episode as well. We'll see like a little wedding between a famous K-pop idol and the king of Tartosa. All right, so here we are. We're gonna have the baby. Oh my God, this is so crazy. It's crazy, but also very sad. You know, she's doing this alone. Obviously, we're gonna pretend that Alice is here. She's in the other room and she's here to support her. But what I mean by alone is that Sunjin isn't here. Sunjin isn't here to be a father to her child, and her career and everything at this very moment is just kind of halted due to this baby, you know? I think she's happy to have a baby, but at the same time, she's like, this isn't really what I wanted or necessarily planned for. So yeah. All right, so it is a boy. I did know that. I think I'm gonna be very cheesy and sentimental and name this kid after their father. You know, he's not around to kind of be there anymore, so this kid will kind of live on in Sunjin's name. Now, as far as the last name goes, Liberty's last name is Lee. She wasn't married to Sunjin, and he isn't around to kind of claim him as his own, so I think Sunjin Lee is fine. Sunjin, his dad's name, and then Lee will be Liberty, which is Liberty's last name. So we're gonna have Sunjin Lee. Let's do that. Aww, Sunjin. Ugh, Liberty. This is quite a moment for you. Very special. But I'm gonna pause this before she heads out, because I am going to leave this episode here, you guys. We saw Liberty give birth to her baby Sunjin, which is so cute and sweet. We saw that Nanami Ito had a solo debut. We saw that Minju is finally getting the recognition she deserves, but she's conflicted whether to do the solo debut or not. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. And then also in the next episode, we'll see Vanessa continue with her acting career, as well as seeing the wedding of Reina and the future now king of Tartosa. But yeah, again, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please give it a like. Consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.